All right, we live.
All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first off, we're going to turn to the east, give all honor, glory, and infinite worship to.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
We want to give double honor to our apostles, the elders, and bishops, for their millstone as well. We also say peace and blessings to the Lord's elect. We bring millstone Cleveland, come back at it again on the highways and hedges, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is known as America in the scriptures, in code, okay, because you got to have the eyesight to see, okay, and the ears to hear. All right, and with everything going on, prophecy-wise, everything is leading to the kingdom of heaven, man, speedily, man. Okay, and war has to take place in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established, man. Okay, all throughout history, war has taken place as the nations or as the kingdoms have to have translators, right? You want to grab that up? Exodus 15. Yep. There it is. Yep.
This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is this is Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
Yeah, exactly. The Lord is a man of war, man. Yahweh is his name, man. Okay, and ultimately, war has to take place in order for okay, war has to take place, man. How else are kingdoms translated, man? Okay, and you soft and feminine people out there don't want war, man. You don't want war. You don't want war, man. You want everything to be taking place peaceably, man. The soft way, the smooth way. All right, but bloodshed has to take place, man. Okay, because the Lord can you got two shots? Okay, fine, you got it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
You see, and it's a judgment for those type of actions, man. All right, riches gotten by deceit. All right, injury. All these things is what the so-called white man has brought upon the face of the earth, man. And ultimately, he has a judgment for that, man. Okay, and Yahweh Shai is going to be the one that's going to give him that judgment. All we're going to do is sit back and watch. Okay, but Yahweh Shai, you got that Matthew? Come. Yeah, bring that back down.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
In the unrighteous dealings, man. Okay, the exact opposite of equity, man. Okay, because why? Because ultimately the so-called white man is a lying bastard, man. Okay, and everything that he's done is catching up with him now, man. Okay, because ultimately he didn't consider his latter end. Can the brother get Psalms that Psalm 50? He thought that he was all together at one with thee. You can bring that out.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Okay, this is what we're hearing right now. All right, this is Yahweh Shai letting us know the precursor to what was going to be happening before he makes his return, man. Okay, and all throughout the scriptures, it talks about these prophecies that certain things will happen before the king came, man. All right, and we see the things brewing up right now. Not only rumors of war, but actual war. All right? You got that.
It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
You see, and we're not troubled by this, man, because, hey, even the Apostle Paul said those that those that be in trouble rest with us. You see, we have rest in these scriptures right here, man. Okay, and we have a hope about what's to come after all hell breaks loose, man. All right, all these damn sirens that you hear going past stuff, all that's gonna cease, man. All right, and everything is gonna you're gonna have to work out your own salvation, man. You ain't gonna be able to get the help from Esau, Edom, because why? Esau's gonna need help, man. You know?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent.
So the things that Esau has done is he's kept silence.
It says, though thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will remove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
You see, and ultimately, this is what Esau Edom is doing, man. Okay, he's doing all of this wickedness, and just because the Lord hasn't judged them right here and there, he say, hey, damn, hey, Venice, hey, can you get that scripture in Isaiah? I believe it's 42. These two nations are mine, these two countries are mine. Okay, because ultimately the things that's going on in Venezuela and also around the world, okay, is just the mindset of Esau Edom, man, and his pride. Okay, and his pompous attitude, man.
I think this is called Isaiah
47 kind of time.
Isaiah 47 and 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Kind, the water, bro. Because ultimately, hey, this place hasn't gotten touched, man. And this is why it tells you in the, Ezekiel 30, Yeah, Bobby, should I think of that Ezekiel 39 those that go up the mindset of the people, like the brother had just brought out in Isaiah 47, is ultimately the virgin daughter has not got touched yet, man. Okay, this place hasn't seen turmoil or hardship. All right, and we had we look at history about the Great Depression. That was a great economic collapse. All right, but ultimately we're coming back into that, man. And like I don't know if brother Dr. Justin Ventura, you know what I'm saying, but he said, hey man, America's a third world country, man. You know, and this America is falling fast from its highest state, man. You know, because the Lord is removing all the prop that held America up. Okay, which was left-handed witchcraft. Well, you continue reading on in Isaiah 47. You got that out?
Yeah, Justin Ventura, you know, he like the governor.
Yeah, he was a governor somewhere. I can't remember exactly what state it was. Might have been Minnesota.
The dude was he was a governor, and he's seeing all the corruptness going on. You know, I guess he left because he couldn't change shit. You know, he knew that the powers that be, meaning the elites, they were controlling everything, man. All right, and that little video he mentioned about America being a third world country, he also mentioned Germany. Adolf, what's his name, Schicklgruber, because his last name wasn't Hitler. You gotta be careful saying that name because they strike the video. But they said everything that Adolf Schicklgruber did in Germany, that's what they're doing right now. You know, the ICE, the ICE, all right? Which we don't even know if they're really ICE, man. They don't show no bad, they don't show no identity, no IDs, nothing. You know, I see one ICE agent, they showed that he had a tattoo where he had a little a juice box to the tattoo on his neck, man. All right, so that, being in those stages, man. All right, we're in the stages of, they said they were going door to door. Okay, soon they're gonna go door to door and taking so-called illegal immigrants. Make sure you take them Edomites too, so-called white people, man. Because you're the real immigrants, man. All right, you have to deport them as well, man. All right, that's all.
Because ultimately, this is a war against the Israelites.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's so many undocumented Edomites, you know what I'm saying, here from Ukraine
Lithuania.
and yep, all these different Edomite countries. You got that?
No, like the brother said, it's a lot of undocumented Edomites in this country. And also, you know, even though they're saying they're taking the so-called Somalians out the country, truth be told, I just walked past some Hamites that look like they undocumented. All right, I'm telling you, you Israelites are the enemy to this man. And he's gonna. If you read Psalms 83, the enemies are being brought into the country, and you're being removed out the country. See?
Hey, talk about that the Lord was in a building place like caterpillar. So all the nations, when you read on the other side of the sign, they're gonna be filled up here, man. You know, and see, Esau did a good job with the fertility. You know, when Biden bringing all the immigrants in, you know what I'm saying? And then now it's the Egyptian versus the Egyptian, man. You know, but it's the guys of Republican versus Democrat to you Americans.
Right.
All right, but through the lens of the elect, we already understand that this is two sides of the same coin, man.
Yeah, they in cahoots with each other. Yeah. All right. Just because you see Democrats saying this is wrong, this is that, don't make no mistake. Those tech companies that's going to invest in Venezuela, oil companies and all that, that's from the same piece of the pie, bro. There is no Democrat Republic.
Yep.
Okay.
And think about it. This process couldn't take place. They couldn't deport anybody if somebody hadn't let them in the first place. This was a step to take to get to this point.
That's what he known for. He created the problem and the solution.
Con.
So-called white man, Esau Edom. That's what do it. Right?
Hey, because ultimately he accomplishes a diligent search, man. You know what I'm saying? So these things are already prescribed. It says that's what this is talking about, the grievances which he has prescribed, meaning pre-written, man. So he already has a solution. What he wants to do, he just needs to bring the problem, man. But the world thinks that the problem comes first and then the solution. No, Esau already has a solution already written. I mean, already ready for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He was coming to Canada. I was telling the brothers how these soldiers, man, when they were jumping off the plane to go invade Venezuela and get down on the dude's house, they was listening to Chief Keef, and the song was, "That's a bitch nigga that I don't like." See, you are the real YN, man. That's your spirit, bro. You like take shit and gangster shit and just push lies and make up shit for your own game. All right, and it's a bunch of memes going around, but at the end of the day, that's the spirit of the so-called white man.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why we know we're the Israelites, we're the righteous, man. See, you people, man, you gonna pay, man. Hey, man, I can't wait till this place is destroyed, bro. We're watching criminal activity go down and unrighteous decrees being passed. Until Yahweh Shah come back, it ain't shit you can do about it. Man, they said that them damn troops, it was 20 military men that took out hundreds of Venezuelan soldiers. They said, bro, when they touched down and jumped off them helicopters, they didn't know what was coming. Them soldiers said it felt like 300 rounds a minute was shooting at them. They said they never seen these weapons that they've had before, bro. They said that they had something, man, that it was like a hypersonic thing. When they hit first, niggas was dropping to their knees, throwing up blood, bleeding out their mouth. Then they were just incapacitated. It was a easy takeover, bro. That's why we need Yahweh Bashim Rashad. Because you YNs you're not going to be able to stand up against that, bro. We got to be delivered, man. This shit's about to get real out here, man.
It's called crowd control. You know what I'm saying? Ammo-less, efficient, war tactics, man.
Yeah, bro.
Let's say to get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices. We're devices God. He got planned, he got it for. If we're not ignorant to the law, we got to understand the scripture. We know he don't come as a flood. We know that he's think he's not going to be a devil and fit tomorrow.
We know it's smooth words and butter, but yet war was in his heart. We know these things. So when we see these things play out, hey, yeah, he dropped a sonic, not a nuclear, a sound weapon over there.
Where do you think he's going to drop it at next? When it comes time for him to use these things, he's going to use them here.
We're not ignorant to these type of things. The way they just hit Venezuela, when they come as a flood, they're going to hit your block like that. They're going to be the real spinners. Coming through, everybody going through the flood, you wondering why your eardrum popping up around you, and deaf, you know why? All the power, it's a sand in the hood. They said, if the feds will hit your house, your water gets cut off. All your power gets cut off. You don't know why. This is how he going to come. We not ignorant of that. We know how he going to come. But we got faith in the Lord that
That's not going to prevail against us if you're a part of the elect.
You know, ultimately, these ice ages, they're still Americans. You know, wait until these blue hatters, you know what I'm saying, these United Nations troops get over here. You know, and they have no remorse for you Americans, man. You know, hey, the whole world look at you Americans like you're a prideful, spoiled brat. You know, because why? Because as the king, so is the people. You know, so this is what the narrative that's painted for you Americans is, man. A bunch of spoiled fucking rats, man. All right, and this is why the American, the world hates you Americans, man.
yeah.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Right, talking about the United States of America, man. The Lord is casting the abominable filth upon him, meaning what? He's revealing what the United States of America, specifically the Edomites that rule this place, what they're really about. They even turning on their own allies right in front of the whole world, man. Yep. So I'm saying Germany has coming out against what America is talking about, annexing Greenland. Germany is back in Denmark, man. So this you Edomites, the scriptures say, rejoice and be glad on water Edom, man. You know, you only got a little bit of time left, man. All right. Israelites, you only got a little bit of time left to repent, but the Lord's mercy, God knows. So-called white man, when he wants to fill his belly, he's not sparing anybody in order to accomplish a goal. That's the so-called white man to a T. That's his MO, man. Right? This is how the Lord designed him to be. How the Lord said yesterday, the devil is actually righteous and he's wicked. You know what I'm saying? It's some Israelites who are not doing the right thing for Esau, doing what he's supposed to do. All right? And we be glad that the Lord put President Donald Trump in office. All right? Because he's the most powerful. But it says, verse 7, 8:27, and it shall come to pass that all they that look upon you shall flee from you and say, Nineveh, which is known as America today, is laying waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I see comfort for you? Ain't no people comfort for the place on destroy. It's already written, and it's coming to pass real soon. America could enter into World War III this year, man. It's only, this is what, the 10th day of the year? And it's a whole bunch of shit going on, man. So imagine when the Passover comes around in late March, early April, man. When the real New Year comes in. What do you think Esau gonna be doing at that point in time?
They sacrifice.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Bloodshed.
Young people. And he makes a lot of sacrifices in war, man. Right? A lot of those people that fight in this man's wars, they're sacrificing. And those are not sacred sacrifices to Yahweh Shah. They're actually sneaking over.
That's where you come to that chapter talks about the witchcraft and the welfare of Harlem. You know what I'm saying? It's like what we're going into. You know what I'm saying? These sacrifices that we saw done is part of this witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Like offering up, military personnel. You don't get damn much. Military veterans, you ones that just enlisted. You don't give a damn about you. You just body people as pawns in a skin. You know, like a prize. You top of the pyramid, benefiting off of all the work of the one underneath in the pyramid. Man.
Yeah. Here it is, you got the government shutdown. Congress is basically getting paid. But the niggas that was across seas or they were shipped away from family miles and miles away, they wasn't getting paid no more. So what was they supposed to do when you 800 miles away from your family, no one that loves you around, but you still on the base and not getting paid? They showed that they didn't give a fuck about them right there. And even how many of these niggas that's on drugs and sleeping outside was once warriors?
Hey, that's the same thing that happened in ancient Rome. Governments influx in the government. All right, money not is up and down, right? It's being spread out too thin. Okay, and these things are the same thing that's going to happen in Rome 2.0. Oh, you said you had to preach about it?
Yeah, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And what you're seeing right now is just that. Nigga want to go into Greenland, okay? He want to hit Mexico. He done threaten Colombia. He done threaten Cuba. I mean, you gotta be a fool not to see who the wicked is, man. He's talking about taking over a land that has not been occupied for eons. I mean, there's never been no sovereignty agreement. Now all of a sudden, that's a land that should be conquered. All right, and then you got the threats of all the surrounding nations. You gotta see that this is the man of death and hell. Okay, and he ain't gonna never be satisfied. The whole theory behind going into Venezuela was initially what? To stop the drug cartel. And then the cat came out the bag. It was fucking oil. That's what it was about all along. Right? It was never about the cartel. They could have been stopped the cartel. See?
Hey, this nigga Trump talk about the cartel being a threat, and these niggas in tugboats. Right, you know what I'm saying? Pull out paddles and shit in the middle of the ocean and shit.
Blowing them smithery, bro.
It's like Battleship.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's some bullying ass shit too, bro.
These niggas in boats with flip flops on and you know what I'm saying? And these niggas crazy, man.
Come across the water, probably ain't even had nothing in there, man.
Right, can't even fish.
You want the evidence, so how we know that they had drugs in there?
Exactly.
How would you even know?
That's called propaganda.
Yeah.
Can the brother look up the word propaganda?
His lesson was the fatness of the earth, man. When you go into the word fatness, I believe it's Genesis 27. Talks the word fatness is one of the definitions of oil. So Esau was blessed with the fatness of the earth and oil, man. So what he's doing is not wrong, man.
Propaganda
That's
meaning.
Everything that we're putting out right now is under this Esau's birthright. So he's not wrong for taking over whatever he wants. But what's going on is showing you that international law it doesn't exist anymore. So these other nations, America is on this agreement. China's going to annex Taiwan. Russia's going to continue to annex Ukraine and such. All right?
And it shows you that these war is heightening because of those, you know what I'm saying, the
Proxy war.
yeah. And you see the what's it called, like an agreement. You know what I'm saying? For war, all those things are being negated now, man. You know what I'm saying? Those it's not. You have something called a gentleman's war. You know what I'm saying? When you abide by certain guidelines, you don't cross. You know what I'm saying?
Esau, he don't do that.
Yep.
What happened in the Maccabees? He went against us on the Sabbath day. You see what I'm saying? So he don't give a fuck about no rules, man.
Yep.
It tell you in Judah chapter 5, they know to strike us when we're serving the Lord. They know when we serving the Lord. It's like, let me repeat that. They know if we're not serving the Lord, that's the time to strike us. When we are with the Lord, they can't fuck with us, man. And so this is why this kingdom corrupts you and it keeps you from the Lord. You got to fight hard to get back in the with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got to know the name. You got to be in tune with everything. And this kingdom ultimately prevents that. If you really, the Lord ain't really dealing with you, man, it's like being a lost cause. You're gonna be with the Republicans and the Democrats. I see a lot of jakes, man. This should be going around. They be saying, "What's wrong with you people? Trump doing what he gotta do to protect us. He's got to do these." I hate jakes like that, bro. That shit pisses me off, man. We doing what we gotta do to protect us. Yeah.
Well, that's what he said. Proverbs 27:20. Health and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied.
That's Esau either. Okay, because he's insatiable. Okay, and he's going to use different schemes, like the brother had brought out in 2 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. You know, these different devices. Okay, going back to you know, an evil plot or a scheme. You know, but we're not ignorant of what Esau is doing, man. Okay, because ultimately prophecy tells us what Esau is going to be doing. You know, and like the brother's going into, you know, Venezuela got all type of oil, and now they, you know, they got hella type of gold and shit, man.
Bro, this is what they got. They got oil, they got gold, and when the dollar, when their currency failed, what did they invest in? Bitcoin. They got the most Bitcoin reserve out of anybody. Trump done took all that shit, bro.
Like, my thing is, how the fuck can you take something that just show you, bro? Like, that's taking something that's digital, bro. It's not tangible. So how can you fucking stick that?
Because they're the real fucking hackers. That's not because hey, I know about crypto. You gotta have a very sophisticated system to be able to unlock a blockchain wallet. And that wallet that they had was holding mega amounts of Bitcoins, right? So when he took it, that went into the CBCs or the CBDCs or whatever. That's where that it just got transferred in to Donald Trump's or America's wallet. But at the end of the day, just like the brother just said, how do you do that? Because you Edomites are the real fucking YNs, man. Real talk.
That's.
You got that word? You want to make a point?
Oh no, I was just about to say, is that what you're talking about? That mining for Bitcoin?
Yup.
I do have propaganda also. This is the meaning of propaganda, and according to Google AI, it says propaganda is the deliberate spread of biased or misleading information, facts, rumors, lies to influence public opinion and further a specific political cause, idea, or agenda.
You see influence, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau is trying to do. He's trying to influence you, man. He's trying to influence your mind because it's not just a physical war, it's a psychological war also, man. Okay, because we're dealing with left-handed spiritual wickedness in high places. Yeah, because this is what we're dealing with, man. And in order for us to keep our mind blocked from Satan, what we got to do? We got to arm, arm ourselves likewise with the same mindset as Yahweh Shai, man. All right, to negate this world, because if you're engulfed in this world, you're easily gonna drink Esau's wine, man.
Yeah.
Okay, because he's gonna force that bottle to you, man. Like Habakkuk said, man.
I was just interested about one. It's the doctrine, the propaganda, the lies on the news. You fail for the drug cartel. And then you find out it's all about what.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
See, so not only are we fighting the physical manifestation of Satan in the form of Esau, Edom, but we got to fight these spirits also, man. Okay, and these spirits are going to attack you all different type of ways. Man. So when you see the the media, right? Esau's what's it called? Mainstream media. That's a biased news platform, man.
They all controlled by someone.
There it is. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he right there. He said it something was like every time they speak on me, this is a certain narrative. He was showing you right there, like,
That's all that is. He know all the news. There's no such thing as bad publicity. That just, they just keep the world, the United States of America in a state of division. That's what they want. I just watched the video of the one Muhammad sent ICE stabbed the lady from DoorDash in the United Kingdom. So-called DoorDash. And then ICE pulled up on him or was following him wherever he crashed into somebody's house. They Esau was, protecting him for a minute. And then it's like, Esau was like, shit, if you don't give her up, people gonna say you hard on the and it shows you that, even the Edomites, they was going at each other. It's my Native American people. I believe he was Edomite, bitch. You see what I'm saying? But like showing you that, the extent that this man's gonna go is gonna be so fucking far.
Hey, he has something called loopholes.
Yeah.
And you're not privy to that information. Because why? Because ultimately, he is the designer of the game. Well, ultimately, how about you outside? All right, but he's the I guess you could say the architect of how everything is going. So he knows the loopholes, man. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to get tax breaks and, get out of, you shoot and kill somebody, but now you get a lesser charge of involuntary manslaughter, some shit like that, man.
I had one of this nigga his first wife died. He got a country club. He buried her at the country club. Yeah, he named that.
It's just wicked.
non-profit company a graveyard. But just his wife buried. So now he got a lot of money being spent every year for that country club. But it's for the woman that's buried. So he know all the loopholes. Oh, I love to bring it out. He said when he was going into office, he said, you know how I know the fucking system is corrupt? I use it. Yeah. He said that shit on all TV, during the debate, every American watching.
So he's profiting off his wife even while she's dead. That's just wicked, man.
I mean, shit, if you in the world, shit, why wouldn't you?
Right. Con.
I took that shit. You know what I'm saying? I took that shit. It's just funny, bro. I took that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the mindset, man, of Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? Forgetting what Donald Trump,
This is Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Speaking lies, man. All right, and Esau Edom is a hypocrite, man. All right, all right, because Esau Edom is a hypocrite, man. He'll tell you not to do all these different types of things, and he'll lock you up for it. But on the flip side, when he do these things, he gets praised for it, man. He gets recompensated, man. A cop will shoot you dead in the face without no rhyme or reason, and you have something called diplomatic immunity, man, or not qualified immunity. All right, and this is the umbrella that these law enforcement get, man. These are loopholes.
There's no man above the law. If the person got the right to report anybody can do about it.
Exactly.
What's stopping this nigga from going to jail and not parting myself? Or every person that he's been doing business with, I'm parting him, I'm parting him, I'm parting him. This nigga was parting him after he had no business like this. We know this nigga, but it was it's a reason that we start going from. Did you pay attention on how quick NBA YoungBoy got out of jail and then the suit and Trump? This nigga went on tour making $70,000, whatever, $70 million, bro. That shit is crazy. No, but they were getting here on the radio non-stop. They had these bitches going to the concert, all right? All you YNs and the back end, World War III is on the way. Famine is on the way, all right? That's the spirit, though. We talk about the Jews are our brothers. Yeah. The same thing we going back to Lord saying, look, now, those people, they wicked. Before you got rid of our righteous leaders, you got rid of them.
Yeah.
Nigga like Birdman, brother, was murdered 40 motherfuckers. They can interview a couple of these niggas. Barely got gray hair. And you know, real time. You let a nigga like that run around. You got a podcast, he a Muslim. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because you submit to Islam don't mean you covered by your sins. That, as a matter of fact, now you got double iniquity on you, nigga. Hey man, America's so backward. They let a Dice WNBA player
Right.
out of for a fucking for exchange for a fucking Dice. He's America.
A weapons dealer, right?
He's like
A warmonger.
like a CIA, like a CIA nigga. A warmonger.
That's what he was.
So this is the asinine state that America is in, man. Where the public clamored for a basketball player, man, because she wanted to do cannabis oil in fucking Russia, bro. In Russia.
She was guilty.
And guilty. and this nigga, was it Biden? Biden said, hey man, all right, here, this is what we'll do. You know, senile ass. You know, look like representative
In color, yeah.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Right.
That nigga was just like Fire Marshal Bill. No, this nigga, we want to get her out, but they want, top military personnel. Everybody in America said we want drivers.
Right.
Okay, exactly. 14 points, couple of blocks, still yeah, a half done. You know what I'm saying? They put the ball in, they grab the rim and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they crazy, so he over there jumping. Yeah. That shows the mindset of not only America, but you Americans. You know? This is Isaiah 5, verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and lightness for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Hell yeah. That doesn't make it's like that's American to the team, man. Yes, sir. The fact that you let copy of this transform, bro. You got to transform around. Oh, I ain't got my gun. Yeah, kind. But that's just how America gets down, man. Okay, that shows you the bird.
I didn't even notice either.
You know what I'm saying? Of Babylon the Great.
I didn't realize
They're
that.
willing
even notice
to, they're willing to, trade a basketball player for an arms dealer.
Hey, give us Barabbas.
Yeah. Can you grab that? Watch the shot. This is ultimately what it's coming down to, man. You know? Yeah, kind. You
because ultimately this is the mindset of the American people. Because why? Because John 1 because the American people would rather stay in darkness, man. Because why? This is this is what we're in, man. And this and the type of decrees and influence that America is giving off, it shows that where we're at, man. It shows that we're in the land of darkness, man. Where there's no light in this place, man. There's no
The
more
crowd of the Gospels
Yep,
cried,
yep.
"Give us Barabbas."
He said, look at the state of greed and lust. He said, that one kid that got murdered, he said, his bitch was working at the funeral. He said, where's the more? He said, that's a greed and lust. Where's the morality of these people? He said, we ain't in trouble if that's the bitch doing is trying to breed. It's going to work. And your fucking kid was just murdered. And she said, her baby daddy, the nigga they shared him, she said, fuck the other kids. His other sons, after all settlement checks he got for that shit, fuck the other kids. All you agree? It was like wickedness on wickedness. It was like, God damn, this nigga made a good point. These motherfuckers have no morals in this time. It's just whatever goes. Whoever gets the biggest bag, I'll do it.
Hey, I forgot who sent that video in the chat of the chick that was stuck in Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I said, bro, it's just a damn situation. But the bitch didn't get to put the filter on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, see, I can't take her seriously. She ain't word. She'll probably get plowed right now.
Hell yeah. My brother getting the poppy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Where was you at, Luke? I got Luke 23, and right at the heading it says Pilate seeks Yahushai's release. Verse 13 says, and Pilate, when he called together the chief priests and the rulers and the people, said unto them, ye have brought this man unto me as one that perverteth the people. And behold, I, having examined him before you, have found no fault in this man touching those things whereof ye accuse him. Verse 15 says, nor yet Herod, for I sent you to him, is done unto him.
This is ultimately, the mindset of the people, man. They that's what we're going into, man. These people would rather dwell in darkness. Okay, when Yahushua was on the scene, the people already had their mindset that they were going to align themselves with Caesar, man. And they were going to do anything and everything they could not to get their place removed, man. You got it right.
Verse 16 says, I will therefore chastise him and release him. For of necessity he must release one unto them at the feast. And they cried out all at once, saying, away with this man, and release unto us Barabbas.
Yep. See, away with this man, man. Because why? Because ultimately, Jake loves darkness rather than light, man. They would rather sit and get the smooth words from Esau Edom than actually prepare themselves for what's to come, man. Is that it on that out?
I could go a little further.
Yeah, that's right.
Verse 19 says, who for a certain sedition made in the city and for murder was cast into prison. Pilate, therefore, willing to release Yahushua, spake again to them. But they cried, saying, crucify him, crucify him. And he was unto them the third time. Salakia, and he said unto them the third time, why, what evil hath he done? I have found no cause of death in him. I will therefore chastise him and let him go.
You see, that's the mindset of the people, man. And that's going into you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Seminole Indians. But really, this is the mindset of the entire world, man. Okay, people love darkness rather than light. Like the brother had brought out.
And what's even worse was that there had been a prisoner. I believe he was a reporter of some type. and he had been in jail longer than before she even got to, in Russia. And they preferred to have her out as opposed to this man who had done nothing. Well, over there to report the news.
This is John the 3 verse 21. This is John 3 and 19. And this is the condemnation that light is come into the world, and men loving darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
It's easy to feed the flesh in the land of darkness. You know, and ultimately, this is why 2/3 of our people are going to ultimately align themselves with the beast system rather than stand out and fight for Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, because Isaiah 30, that they trust those compared to their men. No, that's it, man. Yep. So that's what it is, man. And people love darkness rather than light. So when we let people know what's going on, what the American government is doing to its people, the plot that the American government is doing in order to keep you enslaved, all right, to keep you a digital slave, all right, people shun that, man. Because ultimately that digitized society is going to allow them to feed their flesh for a little bit longer, man. Okay? You got that book about?
This is the book of Job, chapter 10 and verse 20. It says, "Are not my days few? Cease then, and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death."
Yeah, this is the shadow of death, man. All right, from the 21st chapter, it tells you about the valley of the shadow of death. All right, and the valley is a low point between two mountains. All right, so we're in a low point, man. At the lowest point between two tall points, right? So ultimately, this is the vibration that Babylon the Great gives off. Why? Because ultimately this place is, like the brother had read, is that death and hell, man. You know, and he's going to spread all of this all throughout the whole world, okay, by the power of the sword.
Verse 22, "A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness."
See, without any order, man. Okay, the only order in Babylon the Great is the hopeful elect coming back in their rightful lot, man. This is the only order that's in Babylon the Great. Everything else is called chaos, man. All right, this is exactly how Esau Edom operates, out of chaos. You know, he wants everything all over the place. This is Babel, okay, confusion back again, man. All right.
This is Revelation chapter 6 verse 4. "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth."
The power was given to him. Okay, so for the time you read Revelation 20, it tells you that Satan was loose for a little season. All right, and we're in this little season right now. What he's doing, going out to see the nation. All right, and what his deception is the psychological aspect of him making you worry about what you don't have. Okay, because that's the squeeze that he's looking at. Right, that you don't have enough. You're not going to be able to pay your bills. Right, you're not going to be able to feed your children. You're not going to be able to pay your car note, your mortgage, and things like that. All right, and the only way you're going to be able to function is if you align yourself with the society through its digital system, man. Okay, and this is why these wars are happening. because it's a strategic move. All right, it's a physical war. It's also a economic war, also, man. Okay, and this is what's it called a rat working race. You know, to the top. Everybody's trying to get to the top, man. You know, everybody trying to find the next hot thing. You know, crypto. You know what I'm saying?
Anything that could, it's like the a hedge.
Yeah.
See, that's what you get the word hedge fund from. It's supposed to be a protection against your wealth. Okay, the true wealth is just Bible. All right, and the hedge is your house shot. See, that's why women, you don't have a hedge unless you want to name the Lord. Just to throw that out there. But that's the truth, man. All these ways to make gains and grow exponentially, potentially, you're not really doing nothing but in a cycle of bullshit. Because everything's about to be destroyed. Okay, you're concerned about getting in and getting out. If you're trying to become a billionaire or millionaire, all right, have more than what you need. You in the world, man, and you're going to be destroyed. You're not going to make it. Your mindset is down. All right?
Gonna always be chasing, because just like you said, something's hot, then it's not hot, then here comes something new. It's just like with these crypto coins, man. When you think you got the best coin, here comes something new.
Yeah. And that shit's plummet.
Right. Huh.
See, this thing is not going to come. This thing is going to last forever and ever. See, this is the real thing that you should be a part of, man. You know, look at great. What will say in the time of, if you can look the quote up, it says in the time of revolution, what the paraphrase is speaking out, is an actual war, I'm not mistaken. Look that up real quick. The Lord said, he that departed from evil maketh himself great.
Who was it that said it?
Type in Orwell in the time of. This ain't no trend. Alright? This ain't no trend. It's not something that's gonna blow away after a couple of years. This is something that's gonna. This is like your house watch on the side.
Oh, well, in the time of.
House built on rock. Alright? Anybody who builds your foundation is built on sand. And when you fall flood,
I believe I have it. It says, Orwell quotes, this is according to Google, says, in a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act.
in the time of universal deceit, and we in that time, man. And so the prophets are doing a revolutionary, what is it, revolutionary what?
A revolutionary act.
This is a revolutionary act, man. All right, he's not coming at you with swords and none of that, man. Like carnal things, man. He's coming at you with
Huh. Look what they did to Yahweh Shai for telling the truth. It was he was a revolutionary.
Exactly. We ain't seen no white man being a revolutionary, man.
Huh.
Maybe one so-called white man that was a revolutionary, man. I'll wait. All right, if he was speaking out, he was motherfucking K8, like fucking Elon Musk, talking about freedom of speech and all this shit. Man, niggas he's paid eight.
Huh.
All right.
He's an African American. Huh.
They tell you to stop talking. Why ain't you to stop with all this goddamn talking?
freedom of speech is gonna by AI now, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way the streets is going to be free. Everything is going to be filtered through AI. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point, like the brother had put the video in the chat about AI, basically translating Yahweh, you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
Yahweh, man.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, even AI is going to be used to filter free speech, man. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, freedom ain't free, man. You know what I mean? And ultimately, but Yahweh Shai said that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
I was watching Apostle Ramla. He was talking about in order to get the truth out of ChatGPT, you got to corner it, meaning you got to ask questions from this angle and that angle until it gets to the truth.
Yeah.
And it will tell the truth. It
Kinda.
will, you know, it will.
Yeah, I cornered their ass a couple weeks ago dealing with Stephen King and shit. You know, how did they, you know, in the book, Ed and Pennywise and shit, how do they overcome, you know, Pennywise? I ain't never read the book, but they said it was a lot of child, you know, activity, sexual activity going on. When they brought it up, ChatGPT brought it up, and she let it wipe that shit out, bro. Every time you read about it, you know, it hit that shit, man. So, again, now we got control of that ChatGPT smart.
The tiny tops.
Why do you gotta buy something that's supposed to be open source? When you go into open source, that means the so-called community can add to it, subtract from it, make suggestions. If you go and buy it, it ain't no longer open source. Now it's being controlled, just like the media. To do what? To hide the lies, to suppress the truth.
Look up Revelation, break down the chapter
Kinda.
and they be on point. So it's showing that, you know, you can't stop what how about you want to try. So even if they got control of the shit, they still can. That's cold, bro. The Lord is cold, bro.
You can do nothing against it.
But for.
Y'all ain't doing nothing but proving the point more. The more you fight against this thing, the more it's gonna grow. It's just like this one over Saint and Anarchist. I mean Saint and how you say it? And and the nations. But they was comparing us to Daniel and how Daniel was delivered up the lion's den, and that's work belief. Saint and Ignatius, he died. Saint Ignatius, he died in the lion, and that's still work belief. So you learn how you go about it. It's nothing but put the truth forward. But it's ultimately the Lord who's pushing it.
The brother was talking about the meaning of blockchain, and the definition is blockchain is a decentralized, shared, and immutable digital ledger. You know, ledger is something that keeps the books and balance. It says digital ledger that records transactions in blocks. It says cryptography linked in a chain, creating a permanent, temperate, resistant chronological record of data shared across a network of computers for transparency, trust without needing a central authority.
That's what the top elite do, man. Everything is under an umbrella, like what we got right here. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing shared, man. Okay, only thing that's shared is the idea for the elite should be on one accord, man. Okay, and with that idea, the one like we were going into, the top 1% control the 100% that goes on in the world, man. Okay, so there's no this brother got something over here, this brother got something over here. You know what I'm saying? It's all the new world order, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything is being led to this, man.
Right. The first Bitcoin that was purchased was back in 2010, and it was a penny, and the nigga bought a pizza with it. Now look what it is today.
Wow.
And then on top of that, we just talked about a decentralized platform. When I learned about crypto, it was back in 2015. it was all types of decentralized platforms available that you could go in, buy your crypto, put it on a wallet, and you don't gotta pay taxes on it. Now, all them type of platforms is gone, and now the ones that you go buy from, you get taxed on. You can buy crypto through your goddamn Cash App wallet now. See? But it's gonna be taxed. Esau get a piece of everything. That was the whole purpose of that. That's how you know this place is a fraud. It's a fraud, man. You ain't gonna come up here. You gotta wait on the Lord. Sometimes you gonna have to wait on the Lord. Your riches is in the truth. Your salvation is your biggest payout. All right? Nothing else matters, man.
On the death of the riches. Ultimately, this is a system designed and implemented with you not winning in the end, man. All right, it's the illusion that you can survive for a little minute, and we ain't. Hey, the hopeful elect, we ain't here to survive, man. All right, we here to get the hell up out, so that way we can actually live. You know.
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 33. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. How unsearchable are his judgments, and his ways past finding out.
See, those are the riches, man. Okay, ultimately the riches is knowing what the hell is coming, man. The riches is knowing that you're an Israelite and you're promised something, even though we got to go through the straight gate to get there. Yep. Hey, we bless with the name first and foremost, man. That's right. To get us there.
Go ahead. The name is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. Safe from what? From this goddamn devil. All right. From the doctrine of this world. From this wine that we all transgress upon, but through the power and spirit of God by God, we have been given the truth and the Holy Truth. All down, man. All right, and that name means something. That name carries weight. It carries the reputation. That's why the pressure comes to you, including you niggas, because you don't love the Lord, man. You love Esau Edom. Voting and shit. All right. You got 10 and 15-year plans. You think you're gonna create generational wealth? How can you create that according to Deuteronomy chapter 28? We're gonna be first until we are redeemed. That's when you're going to get the generational wealth. Until then, you're supposed to, man, like the scriptures say, abide in him until he comes. At the end of the day, man.
Hey, that generational wealth for the Israelites will begin at the implementation of the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know, because then children shall play with the ass. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. Ultimately, this is not our rest, man. You know, and we got to do our bidding. You know what I'm saying, on this side to get to that. You know what I'm saying, that end goal, that prize, or that race, that comes with the prize. You know.
Revelation chapter 3. Revelation chapter 3, verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich, and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art rich, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked.
This is the mindset not only of our people's mind, all right, but the entire world. They got a couple of seconds in the account. You know, they got food in the fridge, in the pantry. They snap them on their cheese squares and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ultimately, the American people are being lulled into a false sense of security, man. Okay, and you think that you're rich and you're profiting, but ultimately you're miserable and you're naked, man. And your Yahweh Shai is gonna let you know that, and when he removes this crutch that you're leaning on, man. All right, because you still got that I tell you that 30. Makes the profit little. Yeah.
You're gonna have $1 billion in the bank account, but that shit ain't gonna be worth that when they bring in the universal income. You're gonna go from living in the fucking nigga living up there, the top floor shit. You're gonna be right down here with us, but we gonna be on that box. You gonna be with your average Edomite, your average niggas who sold out. You ain't gonna have your own.
Yeah, well, that's the word.
You gonna all of that shit, that lifestyle shit, that's not gonna go away. You're gonna be a modern day slave in Tokyo.
Isaiah 31:1. Whoa, to them, they go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horses because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
They popular supply with FRN though, when they look at Babylon the Great, they see the military might, what I'm saying? They see that how America's bullying, different parts of the world, and they think that this is where it's at, man. Okay, but hey, you can Isaiah 14, how the gold city that sees. All right, the things that you trusted in Babylon the Great, all the military might, the nuclear missiles and all that's gonna is a facade, man. Okay, because why? Because ultimately the Lord has allowed the other nations to get on Esau's level with this, man. With these nuclear missiles.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 4. That thou shalt take up the proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased?
See, the golden city ceased, man. So like we were going into, hey, Esau was used for a period of time, man. Okay, as a hireling, right? Hey, can you get the definition of a hireling? Because this is what Esau, he's here for a job, man. For a period of time, and he got paid, man. He got paid by what? By having the blessing of the dew of heaven, the fatness of the earth. This is his kingdom, man. Okay, this is his reward for being a chosen vessel.
Yeah. Curse. A person employed to undertake minimum work. Right? In the Bible, hireling, a hired laborer working for wages, but it says in negative meaning, someone serving for pay with no true loyalty or care. That's it right there. Yeah.
No care at all, man. Okay? So he doesn't, keep on going on that Isaiah. Yeah, God. He has no care, man. Can you get that he will destroy him that destroyed the earth? Revelation reference that? How do you like that?
Isaiah 14 and 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
See that staff, that power source. All right, and this is what we see now, and this is why Esau is scrambling to do certain things, to try to keep his kingdom alive. But ultimately, he's going to come down with great wrath because he has a short time, and he knows that. All right, the things that he was able to do and get answers from, he's not getting the same responses, man. Just like what happened with Saul, right? He was able to get answers and things like that from Samuel, right? But when the Lord stopped speaking to Saul, what happened? He turned to left-handed witchcraft, man. Okay, because ultimately the Lord stopped dealing with Saul, and this is the same thing that's happening to Esau either. Yeah, right.
It says, Isaiah 14 and 5, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nation in anger is persecuted and none hindereth.
in wrath, man. All right, with a continuous work. All right, so ultimately he's playing out his lot to the T, man. Okay, full of wickedness. I got that Revelation 11:18. Yeah, come on, show.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them that destroy the earth.
Because it's ultimately a reward for Babylon the Great. Okay? Because why? Because it says that every man is going to be rewarded according to his work. All right, so everybody's going to receive a judgment. And Lord willing, we receive a righteous judgment. You know, and the wicked, okay, it's beginning with Esau, Edom, but also 2/3 of our people are considered wicked, man. Okay, when you read the book of Jeremiah, it tells you that our deeds have surpassed the deeds of the wicked, or overcome the deeds of the wicked. You know, so hey, it's a judgment for the things that's happening, man. You know, and ultimately that judgment is nuclear hellfire, man. For Babylon the Great. All right.
Isaiah 14:7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
This man is taken out. The whole earth is going to break forth into singing. Because like your brother had read in Revelation 6, his job was to take peace from the earth. You know? And how did he do that? How did he do that? By what? By any means necessary, man. All right, don't matter if man, you got this nigga taking niggas' wives, bro. This nigga took not only the president of fucking Venezuela, his damn wife too. What the fuck he got to do with this? Exactly, bro. Well, that's the mindset of Esau Edom, man. He wasn't give a damn. He get he showed no favor to the young. This is the mindset of Esau Edom, and you don't give a damn, man. All right? You found that piece on right?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudent.
You see, and this is what we're dealing with, man. We're dealing with the counsel of sinners, man. This is the philosophy being pushed is what? Iniquity. You still got that Matthew 24? The knowledge of wickedness is what's being pushed, and like the brother had brought out in Isaiah, you know, ultimately the things that are dark is being made as light, you know. But the Lord is allowing us to shed that light, that spotlight on darkness, man. You know, and calling it out. That way you know what's going on, man. And that way you have no excuse. And when you read 2nd Ezra, it tells you that your sins will be your accuser in that day. So now you're not going to have any excuse, man. All right?
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. Because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's basically letting you know the hearts of men are going to be evil towards each other. Nobody's going to have respect for the person. Nobody's going to care for their brother and sister. But yeah, the Lord trying to tell you this is another sign that we're in the end. Because you can see how thirsty everybody is getting. You can see how people are putting each other to death over minute things. Okay? This is the time of trouble that we're going into. And the Lord says the love of ministry is not cold. You go into that word, I believe it's cycle. Yeah. The Lord telling you people gonna be around here acting crazy. But guess what? That's what we do on a day-to-day basis. Whatever happened in Minneapolis is going to spread across the United States. That woman that put down, that is going to increase the love of Lydia Wax's home. That's going to increase kingdom against kingdom. All right? Esau against Esau. You got Edomites that's quick. The immigrants or whatever, you got those that are against ICE. But at the end of the day, this is all being stirred up by Yahweh Shem Shai. And it's a token for us. And that word token is a sign. So if you're not paying attention to the signs, and you think this is normal shit, you're going to be caught like a thief in the night. You're not going to be ready when the Lord really show up, man.
If you get second interest or what it says, what's it like, madman spirit none? Hey, these are the times that we're coming into. Keep it, something like that. These are the times that we're coming into, man. You know, times of great persecution. A man being made an offender for a word. All right, all these things is what the process is going to happen for the men of the Lord. You know, speaking out against the atrocities of Esau Edom. It's gonna be what? Like it says in Revelation 2 or 3, where the devil shall cast them into the prison. You know.
They shall be like madmen, scoring none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
That's what it is, man. No, they're gonna be like madmen, because people are going to be psychotic, man. They're going to be psycho, man. Everything is going to be purged in real life, man. Yep, exactly. And you imagine, and see, we don't know how many sickos it is out here, man. Right? You got people waiting for the shit to hit the fan, man.
Activate.
Yeah. I know you're a sicko, you know what I'm saying? No, you're insane, brother. We're insane for your how about Shem Shai. You know what I'm saying? But you got a motherfucking pedos, you know what I'm saying, serial rapists. Yep. They're sitting and waiting, man. All these
animals.
Yeah. What's it called? You know, when they say you a flyer when somebody moves like in the neighborhood.
Registered.
Yeah, the registered offenders. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people that's not registered, that ain't got caught yet? You know what I'm saying? They waiting.
So they can feel that love, alright? Feel that devil alright? And the Lord will allow these things to happen. One people know the judgment. Alright? The people in the mindset, hey, if you don't know the Lord, you're going to go crazy yourself. In fear. Alright? Not knowing who to turn to. The prayers ain't gonna be heard when you call on Jesus. Alright? You see what happens when you call on Jesus. It's shot. You know? Ain't no covering in that day. See? I really, think about even like with the Pharaoh. He knows he's an Israelite. That shows you how the Lord gets down. It's scriptures say Psalm 17 and 13 that Esau is his sword. In Venezuela, they don't serve Yahweh Bashem Shai, they serve idols. And now Esau he's going to be in control of that. And what you think is going to happen? The same thing that we're prophesying is going to happen here. It's going to be happening there too. See?
What y'all doing?
Teaching the word, teaching the Bible.
Teaching the Bible?
Yep.
Over there too?
Yep.
Right there
I was
too.
just wondering because I was wrong past, I couldn't stop.
Okay.
Amen, y'all.
Yep.
Preach that Bible, baby.
Appreciate
I
it.
love that.
Y'all Israelite.
Israelite?
Y'all Israelite.
All right,
All right, you too. Hey, this is the shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it. They're gonna add. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know what I mean? That's how you know it's the problem. You know? But we gonna see my short-term life. Yeah. They know.
And just going back to Salaki.
They know. No, you good, bro.
And I was just gonna say, just going back to what he mentioned Maduro, that's probably where he learned it.
Yup.
You know?
He said that we are the Jews of Moses. And then, he speak those words, and then because he ain't repenting, he's serving other gods. Y'all about to know something. DJ Fort, man. They came with, Sosa. Hey, I never heard of this song. Now, I didn't even know none of his music, bro. And the brother was talking about it, I'm like, what do you mean? Now I know, because of this situation. That's crazy, bro. They got this meeting with Chief Keef on an American boat with a to go to Venezuela and shit. You got all these armed soldiers behind me. This is crazy, bro. But then it's going to show you, man. Hey, the Lord, man, he not playing, man. He gonna use the Lord to bring pain to all you Israelites, northern and southern kingdom. All right, you don't understand what's about to happen here.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near. And haste greatness. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall find their bitterness. The day of the Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
Being comfortable, man. The block, like we opened up with, this is the time of war, man. You know, God, there was a law, that put that the war, if you had just got married, bought land, yeah, time. Okay. So ultimately, what are preparations for war, man? And it's a certain mindset that has to be had with that preparation, man. You gotta leave all the, you gotta put the kids to bed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave all that shit behind, It's a certain mindset. It's
Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their hearts, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
being before, man. That the Lord is gonna pacify his anger. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a person next to it. And you think that you do what you think is right, but ultimately it's not what the scripture says what is right, man. Okay, because it says in the root, you got the law? Okay, Yeah, time. So, you know, it's the mindset that comes with it, man. And this is why we got to be transformed by the renewing of our mind while we're in the green tree. Okay, and we're building up everything that we need to in order for us to be sustained in the times to come. You want to get that piece of boss?
Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He measured me then. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So you got to measure the time diligently in itself, man. Because hey, how do we make the time? By what? Aligning what the prophecy say with what's going on in the world. Right? And we see the the wars and things like that's upon us. And what are we doing, man? We're making sure that we got all our T's crossed and our I's dotted, man. All right, being circumspect and understanding the times that we're living in, man.
The word diligent will be careful and persistent work for effort.
Be persistent, man. All right? It's not going to be a one-time, a one-shot. You know, where, hey, man, I'm going to say one time I'm good all into the kingdom, man. No, the outward man perish, man. Right? And the inward man is renewed day by day. So every day it's a purification process going on. You know what I'm saying? You might, you know what I'm saying? Your arm might get shaped one day. You know what I'm saying? Then the next day, you know what I'm saying? The toes might get shaped out. All right, but those are painful processes, but these are necessary evils, man. These are necessary times to get us in the right mindset, man. You know? That's how you rightly divide the word of truth. Okay, that you have to be able to rightly divide the word of truth, especially in the times that we're coming into, man. Because you got to be more than a surface level Israelite, man. You know, you got to be willing to get your hands dirty, man. All right. You get Proverbs 25.
This is Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end.
You see, showing the same diligence, man. Okay, so this is why, you know, the Lord, the angel told Ezra, you know, don't worry about, basically the wicked, you know, but seek like men, such as be like unto thee, man. Okay, because the men like me, like unto thee, these brothers right here, they're showing the same diligence with their study habits as I do, man. You know, they break down the things and have the same spiritual eye as our teachers, man. You know what I'm saying? I was going to take this thing on TikTok, man. Everyone just wants to show up and certain areas. Oh, yeah. They was like Chronicles of David.
Like they was just saying anything. It was like, they don't know what the fuck about that. You went to the East, you went to work on East, whatever year, you can't even name 5 books, let alone 5 verses, not in the spirit. It's a clear line drawn who's really putting the effort forth. Even to separate us from other individuals, they can be different camps, people on their own. You can see who like really in the spirit. We don't feel like Plus Marcy said, we don't keep talking about the seed. Because that's the next great focus. When you go to another particular group, they might be talking about how to be a better husband. That's 3 videos in a row. You don't gotta talk about how to be a better husband for 3 days straight. God damn. I mean, I know it's a verse that talks about it, but what's more important at hand, prophecy or no? Brothers, you gotta treat you high for the look. Nigga, what's going on? You can't be a better husband than you know how to be so true.
Yeah.
You be in a sense with me. I don't even believe it's all like that. Hey, you can't be a better husband until you learn how to be a better wife for your house side, man. Oh,
Ooh,
if you want to get
that's
down
a
to the
that's a
nitty-gritty,
lesson
bro.
right there.
You know? So ultimately, you know, you gotta, in order for you to lead, you gotta know how to follow, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta put yourself in the position of the man that you're leading, man. You know?
Beautiful.
Hebrews 6:12. It says that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise.
You're not slothful, man.
Yeah, being slothful meaning not doing the work, caring about things other than pleasing and how about you on the side. When we know we can take everything from it. So you can treat it right, you can show, you can make it more. See, we can do a sickness, we can do all these things, and you still gotta do the work. Say, if you're not him, you can kill the body. But fear him to kill the body, man has the soul and the hell. Talking about how we not fearing the man who take your life. We fear the Lord who can take your life and put you in hell is in a place. He can put you in a hell situation. You know, I sent a video to a brother. It's a nigga who his form was infection. His wife was also like a husband type of shit. Arms, legs don't work. That nigga, his wife, got the like Stephen Hawking book, and she showed up and said, "Are you texting other women?" I said, "What the?" I said, "Bro, that's hell. Your body don't work. Where you gonna? You don't got the energy to argue. Your limbs don't work, and you still do. Now that's hell. I know I go through with some bitches, but that's hell. All your limbs are crumpled up and hurt. You don't know what it feel like to walk. You don't know what it feel like to wiggle your fingers. You don't like this whole ass. Shit like that's really hell when you think about something like that. That's hell, brother. Yeah. Damn. This is Sarat. This is Proverbs 25:2. It is the glory of the power to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter.
See, hey, these things are hidden, man. All right, it's hidden in plain sight. All right, but it's the honor of kings that search out that matter, man. Okay, when brothers study, you know, it's a feel of joy. I mean, for me it is. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that we get secrets, bro. We're intimate secrets that the world that can't even, understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? When brother breaks something down and reveals shit, you go look it up. Yeah. You know, when brothers actually watch the video, go look it up.
Don't ask your brother, like, man, see the video. Go fucking find it, man. Like, this ain't no, not all the hoes go hand, man. You get the secret, man. You got to be persuaded, man. I just don't, me personally, I don't like that. Go find it, bro.
If you know he say that, more than likely he ain't not even gonna watch it.
Exactly. I was going to say, Salaki, it be multiple videos on the same topic. I don't care if it 5 or 6 Daniel chapter 8, 5 or 6 Daniel chapter 7.
Watch them take notes. See the difference between right now.
Even Daniel 11. See? This is different not like it's different breakdowns, but different information. Yeah, from the same men. Let me make that clear. All right, I want to be clear about that. Okay, I ain't watching no other channels here.
We making no hodgepodge.
Nah, it's Yahweh Shai and the elders of the apostles of Great Millstone. All right. This is Sirach chapter 11 and 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord.
We don't marvel at the things that Esau even had. You know what I'm saying? And has done. Because even John the Revelator wondered and admired after the beast, or the horde that was riding on the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you how easily you could succumb to the flesh here in Babylon the Great, man. You know, but we walk in the spirit, so that way we don't fulfill the lust of the flesh.
It says, and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
See, that's exactly what's going to happen, man. Right now, we're working for our riches, but in the twinkling of an eye, all right, we're going to receive those riches, man, which is the promises, man, that we're laboring for. And we're not one of those that beat up the air like the scripture say, man. We have reward, man. We believe that, man. All right, so the Lord, when this kept edifying, we're going to turn to the east, give all honor, glory, and worship to.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Krapadat.
We're going to honor to our apostles, elders, bishops, and millstones as well. You know what I'm saying?
Kwam Yasirah. Shalom. At the ball. Where's he? Where's he? X.